So this is the old understanding of knowledge, where everything is kind of has a clear shape, and one thing leads to the other, and geometrically it's a very simple structure. You have a lot of hexagons and a few pentagons, and you automatically get a sphere when you continue it. As Musil said in his Man Without Qualities, the future belongs to the man that is able to do free association with a relaxed rationality, and this is a representation of this kind of thinking, where everything that is inside is also on the outside, or there is no such thing as like a form that you can just grasp or easily explain. The very simple difference between these two things is here you insert pentagons, and here you insert septagons. This way you get a hyperbolic shape, which is like that. That brought me to the idea that the last roof that Le Corbusier built in 1965 in Zurich, which he was trying to do this roof since 1957 in Tokyo, this is exactly what this here is. It's excess material. It's the material that is too much, that creates something that is always buckled. It can never be flat. So this little butterfly here that actually just fell down, if you continue this and you take every flat angle connects here, you automatically get this buckled form. If you connect at every sharp angle, you connect 5 instead of 4 of the trapezoid shapes. You create something like this, which we call flower here. Have one? No. If you continue it even further, it becomes this shape. And slowly, there is some similarity. But it's also much more architectural at this point. So we developed this further towards the Internet Pavilion by blowing up the scale, and here are various steps in between, where if you move one of the panels, one of the trapezoids, and also what's important is all of them are the same shape. If you move one of them, all the others start moving as well. We built larger versions of this exact same idea, which one of it over here, Helen built, is this kind of like it's this kind of structure here with rubber joints and canvas that is always changing, but it cannot do much more than the Bris-Soleil of Le Corbusier. It can only create shadow, but it's not a structure that stands on its own. We also built it larger, something like this, so this could always be suspended, and it could be folded together to a nice little package what Helen was showing over here. So it could travel with people. But it still is not really a useful freestanding structure. So we started experimenting with something like this, which takes the same shape, but uses as connections the normal painter's canvas. But you can already sit on it if you have 2 people. So we would need to sit next to each other, and it is quite comfortable. So you could imagine somebody sitting here with a laptop, which is kind of what an Internet Pavilion should be about. If you continue this structure, you get to something like that, where it becomes, that would be in reality about 3 meters by 3 meters, and this is about 2 meters high. You get various comfortable positions inside, as you can see here with this Yankee player that hangs out here. But also it could turn into something that people can put an advertisement on it. So they can post something, they can write something. So we were thinking to use the actual Internet Pavilion browser window and stencil it on the pavilion itself, on each one of these panels, and animate people to write on it, or put stickers, post notes, spray something, use lipstick, whatever they want, to turn this into their internet pavilion. So it should be a constantly evolving structure that stands in Venice, but it could also continue anywhere else in the world. And ideally these panels can be later